Hello friends, welcome to Gyan Gurukali classes. So today we shall learn what is shutdown point under perfect competition. Okay, shutdown point. So let me tell you with the help of a suitable diagram. So let me draw it here. This is the y-axis, this is our x-axis. In the x-axis we are taking the quantity, right? And in the y-axis we are taking the price. Okay. Now this is say the price line of the firm. Okay, so here in the perfect competition, price is equal to average revenue is equal to the marginal revenue. Here now let's draw a marginal cost. So this is the short run marginal cost of the firm. Clear? Now we have to draw the short run average cost and the short run average variable cost, right? So let's suppose that this one here is the short run average cost. Okay, SSC, and let's say below it, this one represents the short run average variable cost. Okay, now at this point, okay, at this point here, let's say this point is A. Okay, at point A, marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. That means this is the profit maximizing point for the particular firm. Okay, so it would operate at this point. Now at this point, let's say output is Q1. Here output is Q1. Now at this point, if you see what is the average cost, the average cost is this much. Let's denote is a point B. Okay, now if I draw this, okay, let's say this one is P, this is R. So we see a rectangle. What is the rectangle? The rectangle is RPAB. RPAB, this is the rectangle. Now the area of the rectangle RPAB, it represents the excess profit. Okay, it represents excess profit, or we could say it as supernormal profit for the particular firm. Okay, it represents excess profit or supernormal profit for the particular firm on the short run. Okay, remember one thing, we are talking about short run here. Now this, it represents this area over here, it represents the supernormal profit for the firm, right? Now let's say one thing could happen sometime, that let me draw in another diagram. So this is our price, right? This is our marginal cost, MC. Now one thing may happen sometimes, that the average cost could be higher than the price. Okay, the average cost, the short run average cost, it could be remain higher than the price at the point of profit maximizing point. So this is the profit maximizing point here, right? Now if I draw a straight line over here, this is the profit maximizing output, right? This is the profit maximizing output OQ1. Clear? Now at, if we produce at OQ1, the average cost is higher than the price. Okay, the average cost is higher than the price. Let me denote this point as point E and denote this point as point, say, A, right? Now QE, this difference is meaning the price of the product, while the difference AQ1, okay, AQ1 is actually representing the average cost of the firm. Now in this case, therefore the average cost, or precisely short run average cost, it is higher than the price of the product, right? That means if the cost is higher than the price of the product, it represents, it means that the firm should close down its operation, right? But this is not, until and unless the short run average variable cost is higher than the price. Okay, until and unless the short run average variable cost, let's say the short run average variable cost here in this case is at the point here. Okay, this is short run average variable cost. Okay, now at the point of profit maximizing output level, the short run average variable cost is exactly equal to the price, right? The price represents how what was the price? The price was Q1E, and the short run average variable cost, okay, short run average variable cost, it was also Q1E. Okay, that means the price and the short run average variable cost is equal, right? So as long as the short run average variable cost is equal to or less than, okay, as long as short run average variable cost is equal to or less than the price of the product, okay, up to then, okay, the firm would continue, it would continue to operate, it would continue to operate as long as the short run average variable cost is either less than or equal to the price of the product, even though the firm is actually incurring loss. Why it is incurring loss? Because the average cost is higher than the what? The average cost is higher than the price of the product. Okay, that means this area over here, this area, the shaded area, it represents loss for the particular firm. So even though he is incurring loss, but he would continue to operate, or the firm would continue to operate, as long as the short run average variable cost is equal to or less than the price of the product. Why so? You may ask me why so. Now I would tell you that this is because there are two costs attached with the production. What are the two costs? One is the fixed cost and the one is the variable cost, right? Now see, already the fixed costs have been utilized in the particular process, right? The firm may buy a building. The firm may already bought the building, or it may buy machines, right? It may buy some building or machines or some equipments which are regarded to be the fixed cost. Okay, these are fixed costs. They are already incurred. Clear? Even though you produce 100 units of the product or 1000 units of the product, the fixed cost would remain same, right? The fixed cost would remain same. Now the thing is, as long as your price of the product is at least equal to or greater than the average variable cost, that means you have been able to cover up your variable cost, right? As long as the price is greater than ABC, that means that the firm have been able to cover up its variable costs that have been incurred during the process of production. Okay, and it has the possibility that in the long run it may cover up its fixed cost as well. Okay, in the long run the the average cost may fall, the average variable cost may fall. Sorry, in the long run all the costs would be variable, so the average cost would fall in the long run. Other firms may exit the market. The it would be beneficial for the firm that it may in the long run it could cover up its average cost. Okay, and make some profit, right? It could have the potentially to make some higher profit in the long run. That is why it would continue to operate even if the price is less than average cost, but it must be greater than or equal to short run average variable cost. But once that point is reached, okay, once the point that is here at point E, we have seen the short run average variable cost is equal to price. Now if the short run average variable cost curve goes beyond the point E, or it uplifts, okay, it goes upward, right? Let's say this goes to here. Okay, this one here, this particular curve, the second curve, SAVC2. Okay, SAVC2, this one here. Now at this point, this is the short run average variable cost. Okay, short run average variable cost, let me denote this point as say point C. Okay, now see, what is the short run average variable cost? It is Q1C, okay, which is greater than Q1E. Okay, the Q1C is greater than Q1E, that means that short run average variable cost is greater than the price, which means the firm is not being able even to cover up its variable cost. Okay, it is not even being able to cover up its variable cost. Forget about the fixed cost here. So that means the firm is incurring heavy losses. Okay, the firm is incurring heavy losses. It would be better for the firm to keep the production shut, let go the fixed cost it have already incurred. Okay, but if it continue, if it restrict the or shut its the production process, then at least the variable cost would not have to be incurred by the firm, right? If it stop its production process, forget the fixed cost that it have to incur already have incurred, or it have to continue it, but at least the variable cost it is incurring now should not have to be incurred, right? Okay, the short term variable cost is higher than price, that means it is it is very high loss for the particular firm. Okay, so that means that the point where short run average variable cost is equal to the price, okay, the point where short run average variable cost is equal to the price, that is point E here, it is called the shutdown point, right? It is called the shutdown point. because if short-run average variable cost goes beyond it, or the price falls below the short-run average variable cost, then the farm would immediately, stop its production process. Okay, if the price falls below certain average variable cost, the farm would immediately stop its production process. Okay, so this is called the shutdown point, or below that point the farm would shut its operation. Okay, thank you.